Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. I am back for another, I saw it in Somerset Studio Magazine. I got the new one. This one is February, March, April 2025. So we're going to have a play with this. I just saw this. I know like I didn't even totally look through the magazine wonderfully yet, but I just found these and thought, ooh, that's cool. Like, I don't have the old file type cards that I think she's used here, but I just love this idea of, well, she calls it snippets and scraps. So just pieces of old paper, snippets of lace, fabric. This is all fabric up on the tabs. I don't know. I just thought they were really cool. So I'm like, I want to make some of those first. But I think they would be fun. I cut my cards and I'm going to show you how I'm going to turn them into, you know, tabbed cards. If you don't know, a lot of you probably know. But I cut these 4 inches by 5 inches. And the reason I only did 5 inches is because that way you could use it as a pocket on a journal page. Or you can, of course, tuck them into a pocket, or you could connect a bunch of them together and make your own little like journal by punching holes and putting rings, or I don't know, something like that, right? Or hinges, like paper hinges, something like that. So anyhow, we're gonna make some of these. I love the numbers and stuff, the old papers. If you don't have the old papers, I know there's a lot of people on Etsy that sell digitals that are from the old papers, and you can see here, like this one has paper. I think all these are paper, and then this is fabric, this is a piece of lace, paper underneath, and then the fabric up on the tab up there. I don't know, I just thought they were real cool. So that is what we're gonna make today. So how is everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. I am well. I need my envelope punch board. So what I figured out, well, I mean, I've seen other people do this, so I didn't figure it out, but I'll show you. I want 2¼ inch tabs on mine. So if you put your card in and put it in roughly kind of halfway on that little metal piece, I hope you can see that. It's always interesting trying to look through a phone. And you get your tab on this side. Then you take that little point right there and put it to, I did 2¼ is what I think works well. And then you have a nice tab up there. And then you're just going to cut that extra off. And I'm always a little trepidatious about this because I always seem to cut not so straight. So we're just going to hopefully get it. A bigger scissor helps, because then and you can see I kind of was down too far, but you can just round it up to the tab. That's the word. So I'm just going to start with one and we'll just cruise along. I've got some extra file folder there that we can use. So, and then what I might do, I did this one at the same spot, but you could turn it this way. You know, cut them in different spots so that all the tabs aren't the same spot, if that's what you want to do. If you know you're going to use them like a hinged book or something, I think that's a good idea, because then it looks cool from the side, right? If you've got your tabs in different spots. But if you're just going to keep them until you find a journal that one goes in or whatever, then you could just make them all the same spot for the tab there. And if you don't have one of those envelope punch boards, you could hold it to, you know, another file folder and trace around it and cut it. Yeah, so I don't know of a lot of other ways to do those tabs, but the easiest way is with the envelope punch board. So I just have all kinds of scrappy, I mean, I literally went through my scraps and pulled out scraps, and then I also have scraps of fabric here, just all different little bits of fabric. Okay, so we're just gonna go and see what we get. I do have some Tim Holtz wallpaper. I do like that. And I do like the numbers on these. I think they look cool with the numbers. So yeah, we have a beautiful day here again. It is cold, but you know, that's to be expected in January. I know some of you down south are getting snow, and for you that is not the norm. So I hope you guys are faring okay. That would be so crazy to never have snow and then get snow. Like by the beach and all that. That's how I'm always... I mean, there's places up north, Oregon and Washington State, that is, where that happens, of course, but not so much in Florida, for example. Georgia. Not that that's quite the same, but yeah. Very crazy for you guys. 100 years, I think I saw somewhere that it's been since that's happened. Isn't that nuts? We get snow every year. But it doesn't count because we're up north. I think these are gales. I think. I don't know. I don't remember. And I just found these 2 checks. So that's all I can go by. I don't know where they came from. But we're just going to use a bit because it looks interesting and sort of along the lines of what they had. Obviously, again, I am not going to have the same things that the person who made them originally had. Oh, and I forgot to say who that was. Rude. Okay. Deborah Helms. So this is by Deborah Helms. And it's on page 113. Whoa. 113 of the newest magazine. And I just got it. So if you also get this subscription, you should probably be getting it or have it or whatever. Yeah, these just looked super fun. I mean, there's quite a few things in there that I'm very interested in, but I kind of had one of those crazy weeks. Again, I feel like I keep saying that. I just keep having things away from my craft room and stuff that I need to do and get done. And we're running into tax season too. So if you don't see me one day, that's probably what's going on. We're probably preparing for that. Because that will be coming up. We've got to get all our junk together, and I think I'll put kind of a base of neutral pages down first. So yeah, that's always a process. So we're basically just collaging here today. I don't think she stitched around those, but I probably will, because if I'm going to use fabric on there, I just want to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. So just grab out all of your scraps and snippets, right? And see what you come up with. Like some writing book page or something. That'll work. I did go for a walk this morning. I finally it was like 11 degrees. I wore 2 pairs of thermal pants and scarf and hat and coat. All the things, all the layers I could get on myself. So it was fine. I was fine. As long as you're all bundled up warm, it usually goes fine. I'm just going to kind of stick that wherever. I mean, you could use any number of things on these. Oh my goodness, yeah, you could just go crazy with layers and whatever you might like. But I think these would be fun to also put, and I know not everybody's into it, but if you like the Tim Holtz people and pictures and all those kind of things, they would look cool, I think, on these as well. Yeah, I like the idea of stitching after, because otherwise I mean, this glue stick works excellent on fabric, and it is Scotch permanent glue stick. I get it on Amazon. If you just, it should be in the description box below the video with all of my Amazon things. But sometimes I do forget to add it, so. Color, and I'm trying purposefully to cut these all jigged and jagged and all that because I just like the way that looks. But you can, of course, make them more straight or whatever you like. Precise, I guess is the word. And she just did them like that. Like, she didn't trim them, but you definitely could if you want it to fit more of the line of the tabs. So I guess in that case, you really could just take and cut along your card, cut straight up, cut straight across, down, over, and it would work. So if you don't have one of these little doodads like I have, punch boards, sorry. Yeah, I think these would look really cute with the Tim Holtz photo booth people, or any of those photos that he has. I mean, the paper dolls would be cool too, but I just think they would look really neat with those photo booth photos on them. Which is probably what I'll end up doing to mine, is adding those later, like not while we're doing this, because this is more just about the collage. Or you could just use them this way because they are cool. They don't have to have something else on them. So you do you. Let's see, maybe a bit of this just for some color. I don't like that about these. And you could do them in lots of different colorways. Like if you tend to do more shabby chic, you could, use colors and fabrics and papers and things in those ways. Since I don't know how I'm using them quite yet, I'm just gonna try to make a bunch of them, and whichever journals they fall into will be how it is. And I know I don't always show exactly how I'm going to use them right off the bat. And that's just because, like I just said, I don't know yet how I want to use them. But eventually they will come into play, so. And sometimes I send them with journals or things like that too, so as a little thank you gift. So yeah, I'd probably run a stitch across there. But see, just like that, boom. And that's super cute. And I would probably add a photo right there, but you could instead have put, a piece of fabric in a different orientation there. If you don't want photos or anything on it, you could add a bird or a plant, whatever. Whatever fits your style. I think that 2 1/4 size was pretty good. Tab. Oh my goodness. It's sticking to me. I was gonna, maybe I'll have this tab down this direction. Try to. Kind of bent it, but it's fine. Kind of cut that crooked, didn't I? Yes, of course I did. Hopefully once all the stuff's on it, it won't be noticeable. Oh, well, that didn't look so good. Let's turn it back this way so we can use this other page. Those are just those ads from Christmas. Oh, this one has a map on it. That would be kind of cool. What kind of projects are you guys doing? Anything fun? Oh, the calendar project. If I did not get a video done for yesterday, I apologize for that. Like I said, I am just crunched for time. I'm going to try today, but if I can't get another one done, then there won't be one for tomorrow. For you, that would be Thursday. So, yesterday is what I need to say. Sorry. I'm gonna do my best. But the calendar thing, I will do next week. I just haven't been able to get everything together yet. Not that I have a ton to get together. And I just want to say, you can use your calendar in any way that you want to use it. And with any papers, scrapbook papers, digital papers, scraps, whatever, it's you do it however you want, whatever style of calendar you want to use. There's no rules, just use a calendar and something from the thrift store, whatever that is, a piece of fabric, a book page. It's just, you know, fun to sort of challenge yourself if you can on these kind of things. So that is the plan, but there's no, you can use any type of planner, calendar, whatever you have. Don't feel like you have to go buy something because you don't. Just use stuff that you have. I just thought it might be fun because usually at this time of the year we have, you know, some type of calendar, planner, whatever. Or you can, if you want, you can like buy one from the dollar store. It doesn't have to be any fancy, because a lot of what, probably most of what the pictures are and stuff are going to get covered. So don't stress about, oh, mine's just the dates and whatever. That's fine, because a lot of it will get covered up, so it doesn't make any difference. This is actually wrapping paper. Yeah, so don't think it has to have beautiful pictures or something, because it doesn't. Because for one thing, the orientation that we're going to use it at is not going to be right as far as seeing the pictures very well. So there's no reason to stress about the pictures. I mean, of course you can use the pictures if you want to in yours. I'm just saying that's not an important part of it. I want to see the numbers. I'm sure you're quite shocked by that. So yeah, hopefully it'll be fun. Just a fun, no stress, you know, play around with something different. Kind of like doing an altered book or something like that. Same sort of concept in a way. But it doesn't matter how cheap your calendar is or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just using up the junk so it doesn't go in the trash if at all possible. Yeah, I like this one. I don't know that that really goes with that. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. That one's just cool on its own. So yeah, that's the plan. Next week we'll start on Monday, the 50 stack challenge 6. So if you're going to participate in that, you don't have to have any specific backgrounds or anything. It's just when I draw out the prompts, you'll use those prompts on whatever you want. And doesn't matter to me. This is silky stuff, so it's hard to cut. Oh, I was supposed to fold it over, huh? Forgot about that part. I guess it doesn't matter if I'm going to turn it into a pocket. I can do it like this too. So I'll just put that piece on there. Yeah, I've never tried to do anything with a calendar, so I thought that might be a fun thing. I'm sure somebody has, but want something. Oh, this one might work good. A little more color. This is from my friend Linda. Hi, Linda. She sent me all kinds of scraps from one of those rugs that you can buy because it's all sari silk inside of the rug when you tear it apart. And I've never done that before, so she sent me some bits and pieces, which was fun. Don't know what else I want. One of my hairs. I don't want that glued into that. My husband's here. If you can hear him, I don't know what he's doing. Something. Oh, I do know what he's doing. He just cut something on the Glowforge that he's pulling all the tape off and cleaning up and doing all that jazz too. Go put that down there. So already you can see those are two very different cards. But I think that's fun. I feel like I want to round the corners. Just slightly. one's going to be a little trickier because it's got the fabric on it. And it doesn't want to go in there. So, if you were going to make a book out of them, I guess you would want to orient all the stuff in a different direction if you're going to make a book out of it. I just thought of that. You'd want to orient it this direction. But see, that would be kind of fun if you hinged it right there. And then you could write on the back, add a photo on the back. You could add photos to the front. But that would be a fun little way to do a book. But mine, I think, are going to be pockets on journal pages. So that's kind of what I'm going to use them for. I'm going to use this one. This is one I started. I was going to make one before I started, and then I got doing other things. So I'm like, I'm just going to wing it and see where we get. So that's what I did. But it started, so I might as well keep moving with it. You could sit down and make a whole bunch of these, and they would be great to put in pockets, to make pockets out of for journals. Yeah, there's loads of things you could do with them. I'm actually going to put this direction. You know, make like almost like tag books with them is what I was saying when I say hinge them together. Which would be fun. Tear that straight. It's very simple concept, of course, but I think they'll look nice in journals. You could even do them like we've been doing the collages. You could add stamping to them, or mark making, whatever. And that would be fun. Tim Holtz wallpaper. Yeah, I'm just not sure. I think these might be Gail's, but they might be somebody else's too, so sorry about that. It was just in the scrap bin. But I know there's lots of people, and I know Gail does have some cool old 1926 forms and things, you know what I mean? Tear that off a little bit more. It's getting toasty in here this afternoon. The sun shines right in my craft room, so that's nice. It's just outside where it's cold. It's supposed to warm up though, so that'll be nice. We haven't had any snow so far this new year. And that's cool on that side too. I kind of like that. Just want like a bit of it for color. Use a piece of this time. I'll remember to wrap it around. Not that it really matters, but I hope when that silk, that sari silk dries, it kind of got like a wet look from the glue stick. Didn't even think about that. I hope it gets better. These are cute little flowers. Might have to get a different... These scissors really stink. They're not really good for paper or fabric. Yeah, a lot of this will have to get stitched. You could use washi, would be good. In fact, we might use a little piece of washi. I don't tend to use a whole lot of washi, but we could. Oh, can't see that very well on that, huh? I'm gonna put something on there. Okay, I need to use different scissors for this. These are my fabric scissors. I never usually bring them down here much because I don't want to end up using them on paper, but that won't cut without a little help. Yeah, it's pretty amazing when you go through your scraps and everything, you pull this stuff out, and what you can end up making, just the variety from the different pieces that you have. It's interesting. I'm gonna hang those back up because I will use them on paper, and that won't be good. Oh, I should have rounded the corners first. Were you guys yelling at me and I didn't hear you? Because this one is a little bit more of a shabby look to me. So that's fun. Yeah, I'm definitely going to stitch on these too. I just feel like they need it, and, you know, we don't want to lose our bits and pieces. They go together pretty darn quick, which is nice. 2 1/4. And then the part that isn't so great. Oh, I did that one good. We'll round our corners first. Oh, I should have done the little thing in the middle, huh? Oh well, we'll keep it at this end. keep forgetting about the middle tab. I'm not real worried about the back. This number paper, because I always get asked when I use it, is I was gifted a little book of it, and then I also bought one at an antique store. So it's just one of those things that, you know, hopefully you find. I don't know. That's a hard one because it's not like it's already all patinaed and everything. It's not like something you can just buy new and it's going to look like that. They are cool if you find one. They're like hand calculator books, like to help you calculate. I think a lot of them were used for farming, like how much seed to buy for this much land, and you know, those type of things. Is sort of my understanding of what they were used for. That could go there. I did have a number. I don't know what I did with it. I mean, it should be right here. Oh, that would be kind of cool on one. Forgot I even had that. Let's put her on there somewhere. Don't know. We'll put a little bit of colorful fabric instead. Maybe that one. Oh, because we're going to put fabric on there, huh? Sorry, I'm having a struggle at the moment. My stomach, sorry, it's making noise. It's a noisy stomach. I don't know if I like that, but it might work okay as just a background bit. Yeah, I don't mind that. I'm not going to use that though. I don't know what fabric I'll use yet, but this is a great use of all these random weird pieces of paper that you can't get rid of for whatever strange reason. It's like it's got part of a sunflower on it. I have to keep it. Why? This is one of those image transfers where you put matte medium on an image, the face of the image, flip it over onto a piece of fabric, put more matte medium, and then let it dry completely. Get it wet, and then you can rub off the extra paper. So that's what that is. Put this underneath. Sometimes it works well, sometimes it doesn't work so well. So it's kind of just one of those hit and miss projects. That's a thicker paper. Kind of go in the middle, I think. Should have put a piece under there. I'm going to leave that up. Didn't think about that very well. Okay, I can put her here. She's just been sitting on my desk waiting to be used. Very patiently, quietly. Gotta find a not sticky spot. Good luck. Yeah, my husband's made some fun, like key holders, you know, to hang your keys on in your house. He made a Sasquatch one, which he knows I like. And a bunch of little houses, row houses, and they're all different colors of acrylic to hang in the laundry room. They're very cute. And today he's making some sort of to-do list for the refrigerator door. So he's keeping busy. We've always been good at that though, because we always have projects and things that we like to do, and he reads a lot too, so if nothing else, he goes and reads. So it's really not hard for us to find things to do. We're both kind of homebodies, and we like doing projects at home and stuff, so we don't have to go out and do stuff, either one of us, which is nice. Just do our own things. Keeps us busy. Okay. Nice. I like it. I think these are super fun. I think you could just do, you could just do a million things. So I think I'll stop there. But they are really fun. I think this is probably my favorite. Oh, I'll stitch them and then I'll come back and show you guys what they look like stitched. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So there is the first one all stitched around. And like I said, again, just to be clear, I would use these most likely. You could use them to go into a journal pocket, or I can fold this. If this were a journal page, I could put it on there and have it as a pocket for a tag. So that's how I would use them most likely, or, you know, to go into a different journal pocket. But super fun. I really enjoyed these. And then this one, I did stitch around her because she's fabric and I just didn't want it to come off. I don't think it would. I've never had any trouble with the Scotch Create, but you know, you never know. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Once again, thank you to Deborah Helms for the snippets and scraps on page 113 of Somerset Studio Magazine, February, March, April 2025. All right, guys, I hope you have an awesome weekend, and we will chat again soon. Love ya. Bye.